just like the new conversation. So I didn't get the part. Well, actually, none of the poll voters that I ever contacted, I put them over there. Never.
Okay, that's fine. Let's fix it and let's just
Okay.
create a new system so that we're both on the same page.
Perfect.
So what we'll do, let me share again. So yes to if you've never had a conversation with Lisa, and she voted on the poll, Lisa is on here. If she's a story viewer, if she commented on something, she goes on here because 100% we've never had a conversation with her before, and you can see that in the messages, similar to like a new follower. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let me put this here so that I'm
So basically, everyone who has any kind of contact with us that we haven't had any kind of conversation, I have to write their names down.
yes, because you reached out to
Poll
them.
voters with poll voters
Anything.
with no conversation, the comments, story viewers, all the new followers that we haven't had any kind of contact or conversation. That those are the ones that I have to write them down,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. So where those are going to be is going to be comments, right? Poll voters, story viewers. We won't put follow-ups in there because that's going to be a different conversations. Old follower, new followers. I don't like going for likes. I don't know if you ever message people that like. You
Yeah,
can. I
I
always put
have
a question mark.
like like the RDL. I went for the likes, but first I checked. First I checked if we
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, that's like okay.
Maybe
I'm really
or,
looking for people now.
or maybe we have had some conversation, but I see that we haven't talked about the videos or form or something, so I messaged them.
Yeah. So yeah,
But in that case, I don't have to write them down, right? I'm reaching out because of a like in the RDL video, but we have had previous conversations, so I don't write them down.
so this is the new system that I want to incorporate. Because
Okay.
I want to improve on it. And then I'm going to give you a task for today so that we're basically just like organizing previous leads that we've had. So what we're going to do is this is this just takes up the finding old leads. I mean, finding new leads and finding new conversations. It's going to be here, right? And for there, of those new conversations, hold on, sorry. Let me go to your daily KPIs. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna actually flip this. So new conversations, I would say I would like a 50, but if we do, let's say 30, you can give me feedback by the end of the week to see how 50 feels for you. We've been doing 60. The follow-ups are going to be easier, so I'm actually going to have more conversations in there. So let's do 30. Does 30 sound doable?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's do 30. If we can get 50 and we see like, or once we get comfortable with 30, then let's increase to 50. And
Mhm.
then
If
for
I see the possibility for more, I will go for more, like you have seen. Yeah.
yeah. And then so we're gonna have a 30 completely new conversations, right? The good thing is when we have a poll, and 70 people voted on it, that will change because we do want to hit everybody up for the poll. So like that's important that like we have to hit those 70 people that are qualified. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But if it is those 70 people, the good thing there is you didn't have to go out and look for them. They're all in the same poll, so it's faster. So the numbers
Mhm.
don't really like equate. So if there is a poll, if there is people who have gotten guides and like one of our posts, sometimes we've gotten guides that like absolutely blow up and like 100, 200 people comment on it. We have to send those, but those are like faster. Where it becomes 30 is if we're like scrolling, we're looking for new followers, that sense. Does that make sense? We'll put 30 to
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now the next thing that I want to focus on is follow-ups, right? And we're flipping it. Before we had more of the number above and less follow-ups. Now we're gonna have more follow-ups, less of the new conversations, because follow-ups are people that, you know, we've sparked a conversation with before, and we want to like they're a little bit more nurtured in a sense, right?
Mhm.
So
And right now, for example, I have had a lot of follow-ups because that's what Catherine used to do.
yeah,
And right now that she's not here, that's why I'm trying to do more so that, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
little help.
So the follow-ups, the first initial ones that we'll do are the very, very, very simple one where we just look at yesterday's, or I would say yesterday slash this morning's,
Mhm.
yesterday slash this morning, you automated message.
Uh-huh.
That one works really well. And that one's like, unfortunately, it's really annoying, but like mostly everybody is answering to that second message. So the next day or the next hour, we're almost going to think of these conversations need 2 messages in order for them to answer, and that's fine, right? So what we'll do is we'll go into yesterday's slash this morning in terms of sending them that automated message.
Mhm.
And then we have this here. So let's see if they responded. We can put,
Yeah, because yesterday I found a lot of them, like new conversations, but they were very old, but we haven't had any follow-up. So I was like, yeah, I had to go. I really went down and down and down, scrolling and looking for those people.
yeah. So this next day follow-up will be like, technically it doesn't have to be next day. It could be like next shift.
But we will understand. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll put next shift follow-up. So like these people, if they haven't answered, send them that. Boom, 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 right?
Okay,
You can
perfect.
check that off, right?
Okay. Mhm.
You can even do this for the last like 2 days or so. I really want to focus on like organizing these follow-ups, making sure that they got that automated message.
That is for me. That's the best message we have.
Yeah.
Is the
So
one they really respond and they are like, oh, really? For there's some people that have to, that told me, oh, I even closed like the conversation because I really thought it was automated.
yeah,
Can you please tell me what you said?
yeah,
Something.
across the board, it's everybody. Like all coaches are saying the same thing. People are gonna think it's bots, which is normal,
Mhm.
and it is what it is. We're gonna try something new, possibly sending like a video instead of just a message. We're not gonna implement it just yet. We'll fix this. So now, what
A
I want,
voice note would be nice.
yeah,
The voice
the
note.
voice note also I think we're gonna implement we'll implement that as soon as we organize the messages itself, because that'll be easy. Like instead of just sending the message, we'll send the voice note. Um okay, so yesterday's, and then let me see. I'll take this off. Follow-ups, and then we'll say like 30. I want to implement this 30, 60, 90, which we tried to implement before, but it didn't really work so well. So, what we could do, would it be easier for you? Because I actually think this has been easier for me. Anybody that I follow up with, for example, I follow up with this person, I actually move them. So I'll go like this and I'll move them to my conversations as follow-ups. So this way we're just moving them and then we put them as like next day follow-up, and we put that as today's conversation. Does that make sense?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, no problem. So, for example, this is Maria, right? So we're seeing that these people haven't answered just yet, or we can check through these conversations and just have a follow-up message, right?
Mhm.
Um, and then once you message them, would it be confusing for you to move them to your list instead?
I think yes, it will be confusing.
Okay.
See.
Or we could just check them off here and then we'll just have to scroll. What do you
Mhm.
think?
Yeah,
Okay.
better like that. Yeah, because then we're gonna know like if that's a very old conversation, or for example, if I move it up, it's gonna be like 2 days, and maybe we have contacted two weeks later, 2 weeks ago, and we're not gonna know because we're gonna keep moving them from dates.
Okay. No.
But if we scroll down, we're gonna see, oh no, these are old conversations that we can spark.
Okay. So let's do this. Today, or how we'll do the follow-ups is yesterday's, like these, or this morning, and then as soon as you follow up with them, you just check this off, right? So
Okay.
you're just checking those off. So you'll do that for these conversations, for these conversations, even if they answered, because I'm seeing some people are answering to the automated, but they're not answering to the goals question.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
So
Yeah.
let's also follow up with them. Hey, would love to help in any way that I can. Right? So
I saw yesterday, I saw that yesterday, and I was like, oh, I will have, for example, yesterday I focused on the new conversations,
Mhm.
just like that. And then I was like, and I had it written down that today I was going to tell you that I saw a lot of people that did answer, but when I say, do you have a goal or struggle, they didn't answer anymore. So I see, oh, I need to get that conversation moving.
Okay, so let's do like let me know, would love to help in any way I can. Or if I switch this, I'll let you know, but for now let's do that one. How do you feel about that one?
Let me know. Yeah, because it's very short.
And okay,
Uh-huh.
cool. So we'll do that. So as you're going through follow-ups, go through like the previous day, check these off. This one,
Mhm.
next shift.
Okay.
Right now, since this is a new one, technically you could go down like 3 days or so, but I wouldn't go so far. Where I
Okay.
want to incorporate next is a 30, the following up with people that we messaged. Catherine did this really well, but now we'll have like a system. People that we messaged 30 days ago, 60 days ago, and 90 days ago. Right? Where we can find these people is it's it's pretty simple because let's say 30 days from now is June. Oh, sorry. It would be June. What's the date say? 15th. 15th. So it'd be these people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna check these people as 30-day follow-up.
And you know what happened yesterday? For example, copy and paste the follower name
Mm-hmm.
to the Meta, and no, I don't know what's happening, but it didn't get me the conversation.
All of
So
them?
I have to look for, no, it didn't. Like, for example, if I right now, I type Miss underscore love 1982, if I type it on my Meta, it wouldn't appear. It won't appear. I don't know why, but I had to go to the Instagram and look for that conversation. For example, it happened with the one that had canceled the call, because the first thing that I always do is check the email
Mm-hmm.
to see if there's any call. And I see that there is one scheduled, and if it's there, it's because nobody has put it in the KPIs, right? Because we have to delete it. So I first I see, then I have to check for the conversation, and I tried to open it on the Meta. It didn't allow me to do anything. So I just went to Instagram and typed the username, and I saw that she canceled, and that she saw the video, and that it wasn't for her. So I was about to type the names and the KPI, but I saw that, so I didn't do that.
Okay.
But that was something that I don't know happened.
Yeah, Meta, for some reason for me, sometimes this like that went well, but sometimes it takes forever to load. So I think sometimes it just kind of like glitches.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm scared to write to someone that maybe we don't have it over here, but maybe as became a client or something, and I'm
Yeah.
messaging. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
that is true.
uh-huh.
That is
That's why
true.
I always use Meta because I can see if it's a friend or, I have more visibility.
If it's a client, you'll see after that call booked conversations that I sent them like 4 or 5 voice notes. That means they signed up.
Okay.
That's how you'll kind of see. I wouldn't, with the people that like didn't close, I wouldn't follow up. If you see that we went call and they got on a call, I would just not follow up with them.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, so what we'll do is focus on those follow-ups. Focus on the follow-ups from yesterday's or this morning's messages, from 30
Okay.
days ago, from
Mhm.
60 days ago, and from 90 days ago. Mostly
Perfect.
like the 30 days would be good. And then how you can check that is like you would look at June 15th, May 15th, and April 15th. That will take you to
Okay.
till 90 days ago. Obviously, the 15th could have felt like on a Sunday. So if for whatever reason, like you look for let's see, 15. Oh, it's there. But if it's ever not there, then I mean, no, it's probably, let me try the 14th instead. Maybe it's the day before. But yeah, look it up that way. Yeah? Are you, how's
Yeah.
that for you?
Yeah. Mhm.
Cool.
I got it.
And then, yeah, and then current DMs is just like, this is, I would say this is more of like a skill in a sense to be able to see those messages coming in while you're still doing outreach. So it's a little bit of both sides. Once we get off of this, I'm personally gonna go into the current DMs so you can just focus on sending messages. I'll let you know once everybody's like message, so then now you can focus on the new people that are messaging.
Okay, perfect. No, but
Yeah.
and I can start right now. That today I got canceled. Whatever I have to do on Tuesdays, I got canceled. So that's why I told you I could start at 3.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
And then the last thing that I'm gonna do is so new convo started, follow-ups. I didn't see that you sent it there. That's why I don't know, I had like a brain fart this morning. Calling
Okay.
sent, call books, hot leads, and then what we'll do is here. So follow-ups from what date? Dates. So if you did, for example, from yesterday, from June 15th, from May 15th, from April 15th. You'll just put them there because then we'll be able to see who you messaged by the checks. And when you do message them, just mark them all as like, yeah. I would put them, if we've never done like a 30-day with them, I would mark them all now as 30-day. But if we have had a follow-up with them, what I want you to do is just mark off both 30 and 60.
Okay.
Cool. This way we know.
And you're saying for 30, 60, or 90 will be the same message that you just wrote down, right?
Yeah, I would put, so I made, where is the DM script? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the one that we've been sending this morning. Hey girl, or like, hey Jeanette, I just put together a new ebook called The 3 Steps to a 3-step fat loss phase, 3-step fat loss plan. Because I know a lot of women are struggling with this XYZ. So we've been using both the 3-step fat loss plan and the fixing 6 mistakes one.
Okay. For all the follow-ups.
Yeah.
Or just for the 60.
Let's see
For the 30, 60, and 90, right? Because for the yesterday and the past shift, we can use the automated.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Another one that we can use, hold on. Hey. We could, okay. I'll give you 2 options. Where is it? Follow-ups. Oh no, this is not the easy part. This is supposed to be here.
Follow.
Ah, oh.
Regálame esa camisa.
I put it here. So they're all in follow-ups now. So I'm gonna delete
Okay.
stuff that's up there. 30, 60, 90. Option one, depending on the conversation, if we had like a pretty good conversation with them, we can either say like, hey, or I'll put here like option, yeah, I guess it can kind of work this way. We just be like, hey, Jeanette, how's it going? How's your weight loss journey since we spoke back in May?
Uh-huh.
And then we can talk. You can feel out the conversation. Maybe they hadn't answered, or maybe they were a little standoffish or whatever. Hey, Jeanette, I just put together this thing. I thought it would be super helpful for you. We can almost split test these. If you want to send like half and half half like 50 people these, 50 people these, and see who answers more of, then we can do that. Or I would say option three, if they got a guide. Or no, I think this one's fine. If they got a guide, I would say like, oh, it's been a while since we chatted, just wanted to check up. I think you made a really good one. Did you like how was the protein breakfast for you? Like something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would use like something super simple, like one of these. And then remember if we have like if they say yes to this, I'll put here. If they say yes, ask this before giving them the guide, right? Because we're trying both right now. So if they say like, oh yeah, that'd be cool, send it to me. For like, it's almost like you want to like hold like, hey, I have this thing. Like, I'm not gonna give it to you unless you answer my question, right? So if they're like, yeah, that would be awesome. Just be like, oh, okay, cool. By the way, how's your like? Let me send it to you. How's your weight loss journey been since we last spoke back in blah blah blah.
You know, I'm going to send you one of the messages that I have sent and see with like if they answered like yes, it opened and that's it.
Yeah, I
So
I like that one. The only thing that I would change is I would only use this part and not
okay,
this.
let me know. No, because it's like closing the conversation.
No, I would use the question. Did anything stand out to you?
Or feel helpful.
Or we
Uh-huh.
could do, I'll put this here in guides.
Or maybe like yeah, did that open up for you? Anything stand out? Oh, did you no say something like that?
What about,
Like to see, like to see, because when sometimes we ask only, did that open up for you? They say just yes, it did.
yeah, yeah.
And the conversation is over.
No, that's
So
when we go in for,
I
like, that's when we go in for the goal.
uh-huh.
So, like, did that open up for you? And then we ask, like, okay, like, I would, so when I do did that open up for you, then I'm going back to the initial, like, are you working towards anything specific? Or, you know how we have this one? Where are we? So this is more like different conversations. So like, did that open up for you? And for example, it's the compounds. They say yes, and then we ask like, are you new to working out, or are you just looking for some new ideas?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that one's a little bit different. If we send them a guide just because we send them the guide, oops, sorry. Then I think your response would be good. If they got the guide automatically, I would just go in asking for the goals. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So like for example, where it would be different, I'm gonna open this Instagram up. Where that would be different is this person here. Okay, this person here, the Flower of Carnage, she just commented for this guide. So these people we can message today, right? Um, So we could say like, did that open up for you? And then if they say yes, we can just say like, oh, cool. Like, are you working towards any goals right now? Or are you just like, or well, this is a fat loss mistake. So where we would use is this one. Oops, sorry.
The follow.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
this one. Yeah. So that's where I would use that one because they already automatically got it. We just want to ask a question.
Okay, so first, did that open up for you? And then that,
Yeah.
okay.
So then today, when you go through and you're doing like where to find your leads, when you go to comments, we don't have a poll right now at the very moment. I might post one. But when you go to comments, you're asking like, okay, did that open up for you? Are you trying to figure out the whole fat loss puzzle like the rest of us? And then put them like even for did that open?
No, okay, wait. So not that one. I have to. Are you trying to figure out is the blueprint or
Yeah.
the 6 mistakes? I got confused there. I thought it was that one.
They're the same.
That one.
This was the same.
They're the same. Are you
Yeah.
trying to be? Okay.
Yeah, this one's the same.
Okay. Perfect.
Sometimes it has an actual like document that you open up and it has a question, or sometimes it's right there. But it's
Okay.
cool. And then to those like to these people, these are considered outbounds. Unless it's like this person, I think she's gotten so many guides from me, and I spoke to her this morning. But anybody here, this coaching person we can reach out to, this person we can reach out to. Those are just like 2 outbounds out of the 30 that we had mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So just to recap again, those 30 to 50, they're coming from polls, comments, story views, old followers, new followers. And then for follow-ups, those you're gonna check in yesterday's the automated message, and then we're going to 30 days ago, 60 days ago, 90 days ago, and you'll just scroll through the outbounds or look for that particular date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of your shift, whatever follow-up dates you did, so you did June 15th, we'll say yesterday's, June 15th, and May 15th, then just let me know what dates you did so that we can just regroup on it tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool. It should help it go a little bit faster and just help clarity on both ends.
Yeah,
Cool.
perfect.
All right, I'm gonna get to the messages that are already in there so that you can start these. Once I pop out, I'll let you know so that you can keep an eye on like new messages that are coming in, so you don't get just too caught up in like 200 follow-ups we had, and then we have a bunch of people that we didn't answer.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
That's great. I'm going to start with the comments, like that one, the people that commented in that,
Yeah.
and then I will continue with the other ones.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me know if you have any other questions. If needed, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Wednesday. If needed, if we want to regroup on this, we can hop on a quick call tomorrow since this is like a new system.
Okay, perfect. And are you going live today? So it's for me to have clarity. How fast should I go?
Yeah, we'll go live. I'll go live today. I wish there was like a signal that I can tell you when I'm going off live, but sometimes they talk. I'll let you know. But yes, we're going live.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Bye.
Bye.